Alrighty there, welcome back. This is part 2 of the single and sexy reading for the 8/8 Lionsgate portal. And if you haven't seen part 1, the link should show up on the screen. Alright, you guys, so in this part, we are now taking a look at the Divine Feminine in the red dress with the passion. She's trapped. She's been trapped since what looks like maybe springtime. And these swords, these communications, thoughts or lack thereof, has kept her trapped. And I am asking the universe, why is or what is causing this Divine Feminine to be trapped? What's holding her there? What's holding her in this position? She can't see clearly either. So she's really blinded. We've got the Wheel in the reverse. We've got the Hangman in the reverse. Let me get one more. So that's 2 major arcana. And we've got the 10 of Wands in the reverse. We had the 10 of Wands for the Divine Masculine in the other reading. All right, let's break this down and see what we've got here. All right, so for this Divine Feminine, right off the bat, the Wheel of Fortune is card number 10, and we have the 10 of Wands in the reverse, with the Hangman in reverse in the middle of those two. 10s are about breaking cycles, and the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse is all about divine timing. This could be like a karmic situation, because we did have karmic relationship out in the first reading. It was the Starseed Oracle card. This was karmic relationships, polarity, soul growth, conflict. So this seems to me like this Divine Feminine is in suspense. She's trapped with these swords. Possibly what I'm seeing now is with her own thoughts, her own beliefs, or her own fears. She's in suspense, in stagnation, holding on to something that isn't meant for her. And the 10 of Wands is in the reverse. That's like a situation where you're flogging a dead horse. Like it's not going anywhere. She's resigned to her fate. She wants to be free from these burdens. But in order to do that, she needs to break these cycles. She needs to step out of it and release herself. See, this is like almost, it looks like she's in a self-imposed prison. Like she doesn't want to see a situation for what it is. She's holding on to something. I mean, who hasn't done that? As an empath, I am notorious, and just looking at history for a reflection point and a learning, notorious for going after what's difficult, what's complicated, what never gave back, no equal give and take, which in some cases you go, well, that's very unhealthy. Yes, but as a soul, I guess I wanted to learn the lessons fast and I wanted to learn them hard. So I took on very difficult situations in my life, and I don't even look at that with regret. I'm happy that I did it that way. This character is going through, you can see how the Divine Masculine in part 1 was going through this internal process in their head where they were headed somewhere to release these burdens. And now we see the Divine Feminine in her head, and she hasn't been, taking action and going somewhere. She's been stuck, unable to take action because of this need to break a cycle of keeping herself in suspense, possibly stagnation, waiting for someone, something, waiting for, something to resolve itself. And, it was the equivalent of flogging a dead horse, resigning to the fate that this isn't in my hands. I don't have any control over this. There's nothing I can do about a situation except for to go inner, which is what we should be doing all along. That's how you ascend. That's how you become enlightened, is when you completely stay focused on the inner and you're an observer of everything else on the outside of you. She is learning, it looks like, how to end this pattern or this cycle of waiting for something to change, waiting for something to arrive. And that is really good, because that's saying she's coming out of this state of lack. When we're in the lack mentality, we're not in the I am mentality of I'm worthy and I have everything I need. When we look outside of ourselves for gratification, for something to complete us, then we're saying, well, I'm not already complete. And that's not the truth, because the universe is us and resides in us as us. the universe has an experience by our soul entering a vessel and learning the lessons. All right. I know I'm deep. I'm going down the rabbit hole. I'm trying not to digress today. I'm staying on track, you guys. So this divine feminine and divine masculine both seem to be going through some healing, some trials, some tribulations. And in both cases, they had a lot of burdens to release. Now with the divine masculine, it looks like he was headed somewhere possibly to get married. I mean, maybe married to a new business arrangement or married to, a new concept in life of traveling. It doesn't necessarily mean a relationship. We've only had that one card with two people on it. I've got no Two of Cups. I've got no lovers, so let's just keep an open mind about how this could fit into your life. We know that he's headed to the city, and we know that there's some potential there to create something, that he wants to blend energies. He also is putting trust in the universe, So these two characters seem to be on separate missions. Now, let's ask the universe, and I think I need a new deck altogether. Hold on. All right, I'm going to go to my big universe deck. That's my Rider-Waite. These cards are bigger than my hands. They're very difficult to shuffle, but I do call it my universe deck because it's like the biggest deck, and also like, big cards, big message. Like, the universe is the big dog. Remember, Sirius is called the dog star. Haha, I made a couple little puns today. All right, that's a very dry sense of humor I have. I apologize. Let's ask, I am like dying to know, what is the relevance between these two stories? I mean, is this a karmic relationship? Is this karmic patterns that are need to be released? You can have karmic energy within soul connections, right? We can have karmic energy within our family connections. We can have karmic energy within our business connections. So we won't get into karma today, but let's take a look. One more shuffle. I wanted to make sure that I gave it a good shuffle. And we're going to ask the universe, tell us please, what in this story between this divine feminine and this divine masculine does the universe want us to see? What teachings are we to learn out of this scenario? All right, well, the universe has spoken. I have got, again, two major arcana. I pulled three more cards. I've got the Star in the reverse. I got the Two of Wands in reverse and the Strength card. Oddly enough, number 8. We've had number 8 come out, I believe. Yes, she is the 8 of Swords. So 8-8 on the Lionsgate portal, talking about synchronicities. That's kind of cool. We see that there is an infinity sign over the Strength card on the Rider-Waite deck. So again, 8. And we are talking about a situation of the universe wants us to use this energy portal, this Sirius dog star, to step into a new experience. So let's remember that going in, we're looking at this divine masculine and this divine feminine and this experience that they have had of releasing burdens and ending cycles. It looks like, making decisions going forward in their lives. Both of them have kind of done the same thing. He's taking action. She seems to be a little stuck. And the universe says that we've got the Star in the reverse. Now, the Star only comes after a Tower. Tower, we know, is what we store our beliefs or our fears or our doubt. And when the Tower comes crashing down, we're freed from those. We're liberated from those. Defense mechanisms that we got from trauma. I mean, we can pile in addictions in there. There's all kinds of shit that we can throw in the Tower, right? So after the Tower is when the Star comes out. The Tower falls, and then we see the Star. So let's look at the Star in the reverse. So as the Lionsgate portal energy allows us to step through and have a new experience, to release the burdens, to end the cycles, the Star in Aquarius energy is maybe we have been through a time of despair. Maybe we have had a loss of faith. Maybe we have had diminished hope. Maybe we have felt disconnected from ourselves. Maybe we have felt disconnected from others. But most importantly, maybe we have felt disconnected from Source, from our Creator. And that is the same as being disconnected from ourselves, because the universe experiences life through us, all right? as a. If we don't know who we are, if we don't get past all these things that have gotten in our way from being aligned with source and remembering who we are as a spiritual energetic being, we can get to that state of loss. We can feel like life is hopeless. You know, I understand we've all been through those times. For sure. Now the Two of Wands in the reverse, it's Aries energy, fire element, and this is the fear of taking the next step. This is feeling stuck in your past, the fear of the unknown. So the star happens after Tower. So all these things that were in the Tower, this despair, this loss of faith, this diminished hope, this fear of taking the next step, the feeling stuck in your past, the fear of the unknown, these are the things that were released in the Tower, right? So now that they've been released, this portal's energy is saying, and the final card of this reading is the number 8 card, the Strength card. Leo energy. We're in Venus retrograde in Leo, and we are going into new moon on the 16th of August in Leo. So Leo is all about finding courage, strength, protection. We've got the 88 right in this singles reading, you guys, with the 8 of Swords and the 8 Strength card. And this is the opportunity to step through this portal, out of these karmic patterns, out of these karmic situations. We're heal from our past, no longer be stuck back there, see it for the lesson that it was and release it. And this portal is allowing us to align again with our blueprint, with what the universe, what our source creator has for us. We co-create this. So maybe we were creating these lessons. Maybe we had all this pain and suffering to go through because we wanted to spiritually evolve. And this is saying that this portal energy is so huge in strength, in Leo energy. We can walk through and we can have new beginnings. We can end those cycles. We can release those burdens. We cannot bring that past and those traumas into our new relationships. We can heal the friendships and the family relationships that we are in, because now we are connected with source again. Now we remember who we are. We know that we're not separate. We know that we don't lack anything. Source resides in us, as us. And you guys, if you enjoyed this reading and something resonated with you, I so appreciate you liking or give me a comment. I love getting comments. I'm responding to everybody's comments right now. I figure while I have the ability to do it, I'm going to touch base and get to know everybody. And I also wanted to let you guys know that I have on my community page, a poll going for what type of readings you would like to hear about. If you'd like to participate in that, you just like which one you'd like to hear more about. And I so want to say thank you for all the new subscribers that have joined during this 88 Lionsgate portal. If you were led here, there is a reason you were here, and there is a reason why I was led to do this, and I am humbled by the experience. And I hope you guys have a wonderful, blessed day, and we will see you at the next Sexy and Single reading. Peace.